All right. Hey everyone. I'm Eric, one of the coding officers for developers, and today we'll learn how to create a contact form. I know a lot of you requested for this workshop. It'll be pretty short, but I hope you guys look forward to it nonetheless. So yeah, let's jump into it. Usually when you create a contact form for a bare bones HTML, CSS, JavaScript website, you'll actually need to create a backend server, like in Node.js or PHP, to actually make the email functionality to work. And that can get pretty tedious. So instead, we'll use this API called email.js. And the best thing about it is it works on the client side. It like completely works on client side. So what I mean by that is that all you have to do is import some JavaScript code to the HTML and CSS that you already have to create your contact form, and it'll work. So yeah, pretty easy to use and set up. And its free plan is pretty generous compared to some other email services that I've looked at. It gives you around 200 emails per month. I'd recommend clarifying with your client whether this is enough or not. So make sure to tell them about this free plan. And if they need more, you guys can maybe talk about other alternatives to use. But yeah, honestly, I think email.js is a really great email service to use to create these contact forms. So yeah, without further ado, we'll actually jump into the demo. So yeah, I'll share these slides with you guys later. But yeah, you'll want to click on this link to take you to the documentation page for email.js. So you can see there's quite a few pages, but you want to focus on the pages under tutorial. So these 4 pages over here, we'll go from them step by step. So these are like all the steps necessary to create your contact form. But yeah, so first thing you actually want to do is you'll want to create an email.js account. So you'll be clicking on sign up and follow the instructions there. It'll want you to verify your email though, but it should be pretty straightforward. But yeah, for now, what I'm going to do is actually go into dashboard for an account that I already made. So yeah, I already made this account, and for you guys, the first thing that should pop up is this email services page, and it should be empty at first, like this. So yeah, it's prompting us to add a new service. So that's the first step to our tutorial. So we'll do that. So add a new service. We're gonna add Gmail because everyone uses Gmail nowadays. Well, most people hopefully. But yeah, for now we just default to these names over here. But what you want to do is click on Connect Account, and from here you want to select the account, like the account you used to sign up for a email.js account. So I'm going to click on this account right here, and there's going to be a few permissions that you should you should allow email.js to have access to. I've already gave the permissions, so yeah, but you'll want to make sure that all the checkboxes are marked, and after that you can click continue. So yeah, once you do that, this is what it should look like. It says connected as your email. And you can also send like a test email, just like verify that this worked. But for now, I'm just going to uncheck it. And we can create the service. So there you go. Now we can actually send emails through Gmail. So that's email services. And the next step is to actually create our email template. So what the email would actually look like. So we can click on this email templates page, and we can create a new template. So click on this button. And this is what it looks like by default. So we have a subject over here. This is what the email look like, and there are a couple of settings over here. The most important thing to do is to actually change the to email. The to email input over here, you'll want to change it to your client's email for your projects. For me, I'm just going to change it to a personal email account. So an email account, that's not the email that I used to sign up for this. Okay, so here's my personal email. And you can change some other things as well if you wanted to, like the from name. Well, actually, yeah, this is not, I don't think it's used that much. You can change the to name over here to like, I don't know, we'll just call it Eric for now. You can change it to like the project name that you're working on, like best wishes. Like, you can also change uh, that text over here. I'll just call it like DUBvelopers or something. Yeah. Yeah, once you make like these changes, the most important thing is to obviously change the to email label. And once you change that, you can click the save button. So yeah, and we see this message, that means it succeeded. So yeah, and you can also test it out if you want to be sure that this worked. So you can click on test it, and we can like fill in some of these parameters over here. So like from name, like from Eric, message, hi there. Hi to, so this is the email of the person who's sending the email. Hi at gmail.com, because why not? And we'll click on this button. So send test email. And if you see this in the result, so it says 200 OK, that means that the email has been successfully sent. So it might take a while. But yeah, I'm going to check in my inbox to see if it's successfully sent or not. So I'll reload it. And the Wi-Fi right now is pretty weak, so just yeah, just wait with me, I guess. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay, there we go. So this one appeared in my promotions box. But yeah, as you can see that it works pretty well. So yeah, you get this message over here. And yeah. So this is just a test that it actually worked. And it worked, so it's perfect. So yeah, now we have our email template. So that's the second step done. And now our final step is to actually link it to our contact form. And the cool thing about email.js, they actually provide this template for you to use. Like not just like the JavaScript code, but also like a contact form template. So if you haven't made your contact form yet, you can copy it from here. But yeah, most important thing, like assuming that you guys already made your contact forms, you want to focus on the JavaScript part over here. Well, over here as well. So just the stuff in the heading, the head tags. But yeah, for the purpose of this workshop, I'm just going to use this template. So all that, I'm going to create a HTML file. Index.html. And I'll paste it here. Yeah, this is not complete. We have to change some things before you can actually use it. So first thing to notice is actually this line over here. So in this script tag, notice that there's this line called email.js.init, which initializes the API. And what it takes in is actually your public key. So the way to find your public key is to go back to your dashboard and click on account, the account page. And you want to paste in this public key that you find here. Copy paste it over here. And yeah, I know for like security reasons that this might not be like too secure. Like what if someone gets access to this HTML? Like it's going to be, published to GitHub, and someone might get like maliciously just like get this API and paste it into your own project and like do like random API calls to it. But yeah, there are definitely some like solutions to that. Like one is like to create a .env file, which will not push your public keys to GitHub, but um, yeah, there are definitely like other ways to like make this more secure. But for purpose of this workshop, I'll just do it like this. So I just paste in the public key into this argument into this place over here. But yeah, and then the next part. So once I finish pasting in the public key, I want to look at this part over here. And what I want to look at specifically is this line over here. So email.js.sendForm. It takes in a couple parameters. And what we want to change is the contact service and contact form parameters. So first argument is for your service. So for email service, actually. So we'll want to go back to email services. And what we want to do is copy this service ID. Want to copy that and paste it into here. This part. Yeah, just like that. And then the second argument, this says contact form. So now we want to look at our email template and want to copy this template ID. I think, no, I can just copy over here. Or if you can go to settings and find it right here, template ID. And we'll paste it in there. Yeah, we are actually almost done. So just to recap, we replace our public key over here. This is our service ID. And then the second argument over here is our template ID. So yeah, we are almost done. The last thing you actually need to do is we'll actually want to change some things in this HTML over here. So notice these name tags over here. And if you look into our email template, you'll notice these like weirdly formatted, like you can tell these are probably like variable names or something, like from underscore name, like message. Yeah, these are the ones we have so far. But yeah, what we actually want to do is we want to make sure that like these variable names with a match with these names over here. So what I'm going to do is actually replace these ones over here. So I'm going to replace copy from name and replace username with that. So this will be from name. Then I'll replace this with the reply to variable. So reply to over here. Or you could do the other way around as well. But yeah, whatever works best for you. And I think message is the same. So yeah, that works. So yeah, once you make those changes, your contact form should be complete. So let's actually test it out. So I'm gonna open this with live server. As you can see, like the template they provide is very bare bones. Like it's not styled at all. But yeah, this is just for testing purposes, obviously. So we'll fill in some of these blanks. Say hi there again. And I'm going to actually inspect element because once you click send, we'll actually see like a message pop up in the console just to let us know that it succeeded. So click send and set here it says success. So that means it successfully sent the email. But yeah, now we'll check our inbox to see if it actually got sent. And yeah, maybe you have to reload it a couple times, but hopefully it appears nonetheless. Okay, this is taking a bit longer than I expected, but hopefully. Okay, there you go. So after a couple of reloads, I got the email over here. So new message from test email. And yeah, this is basically the exact same template as before. So yeah, it works. But yeah, obviously, like you don't want like this exact like template, right? You want to like make some like like a better like more well designed contact form. Like obviously add some styles, but also make sure that like maybe like once they click send, give them like a success message, like an alert box or something like your email has been sent or something, or like clear out these text boxes, or like make the button like disabled like for like maybe a few seconds or like a few minutes afterwards, so that they can't like like spam multiple emails. So yeah, many optimizations you can do. But yeah, that's it for a contact form. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that and you learned something. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Discord. But yeah, message us developers for handles over here. But yeah, hopefully you guys learn how to create a contact form.